So why would you tell somebody to use a virtual assistant?
It's a game changer, right? First of all, you're able. A person like me, I own several businesses, right? So there are times when I'm walking around with 4 different phones, and they all are ringing at the same time, right? So when I was able to delegate that over to my virtual assistants, one, it took away the stress because I'd be cursing after I put that phone on mute, right?
Hey everybody, this is Dr. Tamara Allen. I told you to be back with another interview, with VA Virtual Assistants Social Currencies. And guess who I am with? You guys don't really, if you don't know, now you know. Exactly. I actually like saying his name, Z-Bud. Literally, he's walking through. So he was one of my first mentors who kind of, helped me in this mentoring space, and I love him dearly. And he just has a lot of knowledge. We did an event in Bitcoin down in Orlando this past November. So as you see somebody's business consistently grows, his expertise is showing people how to rent out yachts and jet skis, and that's why he's called the Boat Goat, okay? So give up everybody your handle.
You can find me on Instagram at The Boat Goat, D-A, not T-H-E, D-A, Boat Goat on YouTube, Shad The Boat Goat, S-H-A-O-D, The Boat Goat.
So tell us a little bit about your business.
Okay. So first of all, I own the largest boat and jet ski rental in DC. I have 6 locations. We're in Atlanta, Dallas, Houston, Maryland now, Mexico, DC.
And you own yachts and shit.
Absolutely.
Okay, and I said S-H-Y-T, so nobody was like, she said a curse word. But this dude owns yachts and jet skis, and that's crazy. I mean, I remember you talking about the last yacht you just bought. Mm-hmm. Now, and it was in another country that you bought that yacht. Mm-hmm. So how are you managing that business?
System.
System, what do you mean?
I have a system in place where it's totally remote. All I have to do was go on my phone, on my computer, check and see what the boat is doing. I can go on my GPS tracker, see if it's moving. And what I do, honestly, I don't even look at my GPS tracker. What I do is they have to send me a weekly report, right?
Who sent you a report?
My staff in Mexico.
Oh, wow.
My staff in Mexico, they send me a weekly report, and I charge $2,400 per 3 hours of the boat going out. So just for example, if my boat has 6 hours on the boat, I know they should have generated $4,800, right? So
wow.
At the end of the week, they have to let me know the amount of hours the boat has gone out and the amount of money that's been generated, so I can put the two together and know whether or not they've gone out on recreational time or what have you. So having systems in place.
So you're saying you're in 6 locations, so how are you managing these 6 locations?
Delegating, get myself supervisors and managers, and really just checking up virtually. We're just doing weekly calls. Sometimes I don't even get on the call.
Wow.
I have one of my other staff members conducting the call, making sure numbers are right, everything's looking good. Now, if they need assistance from me, expertise, what would you do in this situation, then they can pick up the phone and call me.
So what are some of their positions? What do you have them doing?
So I have a regional manager, which he oversees my Maryland and my DC location. We're looking at Pennsylvania right now. Then I have my other locations are franchised out, right? So I just make money in the back end. They pay a franchise fee, and I make money off of every rental that they do.
That's incredible. That's incredible. So is it very expensive, your system?
No.
No?
It's not expensive at all. I think I'm paying. I use Checkfront. I'm gonna put it out there. Anybody that has any type of booking, right? Checkfront is a good website. They're based in Canada.
Okay.
I'm paying $300 a month to do all of my reportings, my revenue, and all that good stuff. The booking, me being able to go on and see what's going on there. My GPS I only paid a one-time fee of $150. There's a $10 monthly fee. Mm-hmm. So you're talking $1,200 for that. $5,000 a year for the system. So, but I'm making In DC, I'm making 1,200 every 3 hours. In Mexico, I'm making 2,400 every 3 hours. So
Wait, you're making what every 3 hours?
1,200 in DC. Well, let me back up, because we got 10 boats in DC.
You have 10 boats?
We got 10 boats in DC. Every single boat is 1,200 per 3 hours. So there are days where all 10 boats are out at that one time.
Wow.
4th of July, actually this weekend.
So how are you automating 10 boats at one location and you have 6 locations?
It's just like, so a lot of people think with the boat thing that I have to be out there driving the customers around. It's a lot of people who know how to operate boats who just don't own a boat. Therefore, you just hand over the keys just like you do with Toro. You just hand over the keys and allow them to go out and operate themselves. So sometimes it's like that. Or I have my captains go out. So I'm paying my captains between $25 and $50 an hour.
So all of this is automated?
Everything's automated. I'm here. I'm
my
here.
God.
My jet skis are out, my boats are out, and I'm here.
And your assistants are just taking care of everything for
They're
you?
doing everything. And check this, I just set up my whole entire call center all the way in the Philippines. So now we don't even take calls in the US no more. When a customer calls, they getting somebody in the Philippines, and my guys in the Philippines, they will call my captain and say, hey, your customer's at the gate, you can go meet them.
So your virtual assistants are in the Philippines handling your sales calls. You got everything completely automated, okay? So why would you tell somebody to use a virtual assistant?
It's a game changer, right? First of all, you're able, a person like me, I own several businesses, right? So there are times when I'm walking around with 4 different phones and they all are ringing at the same time, right? So when I was able to delegate that over to my virtual assistants, one, it took away the stress because I'd be cursing after I put that phone on mute, right? But me delegating it over to the virtual assistants, it's freed me up to now put my attention somewhere else, right? And not to mention, you know, we're not paying them but so much money. You know, it's not like we're paying them $25, $50 an hour. You know, some of my guys are only making $5 an hour.
So would you say your virtual assistants help you scale your business?
Absolutely. Because the time that I used to take away from answering phone calls, I wasn't able to get to other assignments that I had. The priority
that's some real talk right there.
Yeah, the priority at the time was answering the phone so that we can close the sale. When a customer call trying to book, if we don't answer the phone, we just missed it. So now with us delegating over to the VAs, every call that come in, they better not miss it because they sitting in front of the computer all day.
So how many boats do you have total?
We upwards to 35.
And how many jet skis do you have now?
Right now we got 20 in the fleet, but we'll be upwards to like 70 by the end of the season.
And your VAs are going to be handling all those calls.
All of that.
That's incredible.
All of that.
Zboco
and that's not just the boat, right? You talking about my exotic car rental, my trucking company.
I didn't even talk about that.
My government.
I didn't even talk about that.
Every business that I have, a VA is who has taken over it. All I do is check up on it.
So you've been relieved of stress.
Absolutely. All I have to do now is look at data.
All right, so I'm going to get personal with you because I kind of know a little bit about your background. Okay, and you're a bad boy.
Yeah.
You were a bad boy. You were a naughty boy. You was always in trouble.
Yeah.
And you turned your life around.
Absolutely.
And what would you tell somebody right now who's like, do I need a college education to do some of this stuff? Do I need to know a bunch of tech information? I mean...
Absolutely not. Like, when people ask me, how did I end up doing boat rentals and exotic car rental and all that, it's really, you know, it sounds cliche, but it was really me being obedient and following what God has led me to do, right? That's really what it is. Just me being obedient and listening and not trying to do things the way I want to do. Because if it were left to me, I'd still be in the military. I'd probably still be selling drugs. But I had to be obedient. He's put so many things in front of me, and I just woke up and realized what it was, and I moved the way I was supposed to move.
So you're six-figure.
But college. Unless you're going to become a lawyer or a doctor or any type of specialty, I don't recommend it, right? Because you sitting in a 4-year university learning from somebody who's probably only making $100,000 when there are times. Yeah, if that. When there's times I make $100,000 the push of a button, right? So I'm not an advocate. I'm not an advocate for college. You can't teach me. You can't teach me what I know. Getting into these different rooms, meeting other people. College don't give us a fast pass. They teach us a whole lot of things like algebra. Like I never use algebra, and I deal with numbers all day, every day. Some of the scientific things that we've learned, never use it. So I'm not about to go and put myself in that. Not to mention, what really woke me up was the fact that the government would allow me to go in debt $200,000-300,000 for college, but they won't give me $200,000 or $300,000 to go start a business.
Invest in a business. That is absolutely correct.
So when I seen that, I was like, all right, I know what's going on here.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So guys, do you understand that you need a virtual assistant to help you scale your business?
Get them.
And I'm on some real talk. This man changed his life, started his business, and is coaching other people do the same. And he's scaling it with virtual assistants. So make sure you leave your handle.
Shout out the Boat Goats on YouTube and on Instagram, the Boat Goat, baby.
I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I love you. Love you. So guys, that is our next session. I'll be back with another video on why you need to have a virtual assistant, like on some real talk.
Get that.